Good day, collective. Good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time you may come across these here readings. I'm Cheryl, your Tarot Healer, here to give you a message from the Most High God, Spirit, and Natural Team. I hope you all are doing well. I do ask that you please cleanse your energy and space so that you're able to receive the message as it's meant to be received. Okay? A lot of these messages, and some of these messages may not resonate with everyone, so this is why I do ask that you please use your discernments. Only take what resonates with you. And leave the rest behind for someone else to pick up and or receive, okay? Tap in with your energy. Tap in so we can see what is it that Spirit may need you to know and or what you should be aware of, okay? That popped out. Okay, I'm not sure how I should take it since it popped out in reverse. So it says someone, I guess, it says pay attention, so I guess someone is not paying attention to some sort of signs and synchronicities, okay? It says you're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs that you're being given, both subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your life, in order to live your best life, sorry. Okay, so that kind of came out in reverse, so I guess someone may not be paying attention. So let's put this here to the side and see what else we can get from these cards and to see what's the message for you guys, okay? Spirit, what is the energy? What is the energy for this reading? What is the overall energy for this here reading, Spirit? That is too much, Spirit. Okay. Salt, protection, banishing, negativity. Let's see what these are. Just take a little look-see and see. Okay, so right underneath the salt, okay, was the moth. Okay, mystery, concealment, and illusions. I don't know why I'm feeling to be called to grab those two since the pay attention came out in reverse. Okay, so someone is not paying attention to some sort of illusion. Okay? And this is why someone is not paying attention to the fact that they need to protect or banish some sort of negative energy, which could be some sort of illusion. Okay, this is what I'm getting. I feel like with the soul, someone may be setting some sort of intentions that may not be good. Okay? That's what I'm getting with that. Someone could also be playing with your mind. That's what I can get with this pineal, with this pine tree, with the pineal gland. Okay, I feel like someone could be playing with your mind. I don't know where this expansion and growth comes in because it did come out in the upright. But I feel like maybe someone could be trying to affect your growth and expansion. Let's just put these to the side and see how they can tie in with this message in our reading. Okay, let's see. Let's work with those and see what comes out with the tarot. Okay? So, Spirit, what is it that the collective needs to pay attention to and is not paying attention to? Okay? Can you please tell us what is it that the collective may not be paying attention to? What illusions, what mind games is someone not paying attention to? That's what I feel like that could just be the message right there. Okay, well, these came out. Okay, so I feel like with this 10 of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like someone is not paying attention to them needing to release some sort of distractions. Okay, because with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, we do what caught my eye was distractions. Okay, so I can also see how that ties in with, again, the mind games. Somebody setting intentions to play mind games to distract you. Okay, when it comes down to this illusions. Okay, the moth energy. Okay, and you needing to banish that energy so that you can stay focused. Wow, yes. So this is where that summer is coming from. So you can stay focused on this expansion and growth that you're going through for someone. Okay, that is definitely what I'm getting with this message so far. Okay. I feel like, because I also see the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. Wow. And underneath that, it was the Five of Cups in reverse. And we also have happiness here. Wow. And underneath the happiness, we have jealousy. And right underneath the Five of Cups in reverse, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, for what I'm gathering with this is that someone is in an energy of needing to release some sort of distraction. Okay, when it comes down to someone, people, places, and or things, this is what Spirit will need you to pay attention to. That someone is coming in, and or maybe coming in with some sort of illusion to play mind games with you. Okay, they're setting that intention to play some sort of mind games with you to distract you from what you're trying to plant and set intentions towards. Okay, is what I also can get. And I feel like you're being called to banish some sort of negative energy when it comes down to that, because it's distracting you from your success. Okay, as far as your expansion and growth is concerned, something that you're trying to grow in, or your personal growth and expansion. Okay, I feel like you're needing to be overly protective. Okay, when it comes down to you protecting yourself. Okay, and on your energy, staying focused is what I'm getting, because we did get the protection with the soul. Okay, so I feel like this is what you need to be doing. You need to be in the energy of being overly protective at this time. Okay, so that you could be able to move forward with your happiness with this Ten of Cups situation. Okay, whatever it is that's going to bring you some sort of happiness. Okay, inner happiness. Okay, because that could be an inner growth in some way, shape, or form for someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be some sort of relationship in or family situation. It possibly can be, but I also feel like this is more of an inner happiness. Okay, some sort of inner growth and expansion, because when it comes down to the mind, I feel like that is something that we should have control over, and or is mostly hard to keep control over, because we have so many things that projects into our subconsciousness, right? Is that it tends to unravel in a way that you're, whatever you're putting into it or allowing to go into it, if you get what I mean. I hope I said that clearly enough. Okay, because a lot of things can alter the mind. A lot of things can what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of things can what is the word? Okay, just a lot of things can be able to bring negativity into your mind. Okay, so whatever you put in, is what you're going to become. If it's negativity, then you're going to be putting out negativity. If it's positive, then you're going to be putting out positive. This is why I feel like someone is trying to come in with some sort of plan to manipulate your mind and or bring some sort of illusion, okay, when it comes down to the mind, because they know that the mind is the strongest muscle, you know. It's like it's a powerful tool, your mind, okay. So I feel like you're being called to release whatever the distractions is, and to become overly protective when it comes down to your mind, so that you can be able to move forward in this expansion and happiness with your inner self, okay, or inner happiness. Okay, this is going to, I feel like also that whoever may be coming in with this energy is someone who is who could possibly be jealous of you, because you're focused, okay, on whatever it is that you're trying to do for yourself, your inner happiness, whatever you're trying to grow for yourself, whatever it may be for you. Do take it how it resonates, okay. And I feel like someone, this is why someone is coming in with that energy, but I feel like they want to come and set you back, okay, with this 5 of Cups in reverse. Again, with them manipulating the mind, this is why I feel like they want to set you back for some sort of reason, okay? A personal setback. And this is why you need to be overly protective when it comes down to whatever it is that you're doing, okay? Self-healing, growing, whatever it is that you may be doing for yourself that's going through some sort of phase, okay, or transformation. You moving on and accepting something that you're doing, okay, and finding some sort of peace. And I feel like this is where you are at when it comes down to you moving on and finding some sort of peace, okay. Peace away from this 5 of Wands in reverse, okay. Avoiding conflicts is what I'm getting here, okay. Respecting someone's differences, okay. Maybe this person, whoever may be coming in with this illusions, however, maybe they're not respecting the differences between what you're focusing on and what you're trying to do with your life and yourself, okay. You guys may have had some sort of energy of needing to agree to disagree, right? But I feel like this is you avoiding some sort of conflict. So this is why you're in an energy of being overly protective, okay. So, okay, well, being overly protective so that you can be able to get this 2 of Cups in reverse, which is this self-love, okay? This is which I feel like you are focusing on, some sort of self-love. I feel like somebody doesn't want you to tap into that, because I know, and a lot of people who may know that when you are in the energy of loving yourself first, nothing can depart you from that. Nothing could tear you down. Nothing can break you, because you're in this self-love energy, okay? Maybe this could be someone that you may have broken up with. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Okay, you could be doing this after some sort of breakup, okay? You loving yourself after a breakup. Do take it how it resonates. Okay. Maybe this is someone who's trying to come in with the illusions because they feel like they have no closure. Okay, with the World card in reverse. Okay, want to cause some sort of delays for you. Okay, because I feel like they feel like you're going into this self-love energy, okay, protecting your energy in a space so that you can be able to move forward towards some sort of longevity and vitality, okay, with this perseverance. Do persevering through this possible breakup, if it is for someone, okay, and or just you going through a personal transformation for this expansion and growth. I feel like someone doesn't want to be left out in the cold with this 5 of Pentacles here. Okay, they probably fear that you're going to leave them out in the cold. Okay, this could be someone who's insecure. Okay. Do take it how it resonates. Okay. Let's see what else we can get here. What else, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, so I feel like someone may be in their head about this, okay? Someone, again, is worrying and or fearing that you being in this self-love energy is going to leave them out in the cold. This is what I'm feeling, okay? You transforming yourself and focusing on yourself with the self-love has someone in despair. Okay, they're having nightmares about you moving on is what I'm also getting with this, because we did get moving on. Okay, after some sort of breakup. Okay, yes, with this Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, it says acceptance, moving on, finding peace. Okay, someone is in their head about you doing that. That's what I'm getting with this. Okay, and what we have here with the Page of Swords, we have this mental clarity. Okay, so you possibly know this again, and or someone is trying to keep you from doing this by playing some sort of mind games with you. Okay, and this is why you need to pay attention to whatever signs you may need to be paying attention to that spirit is trying to give to you. Okay. This is something that you're going to persevere through as well. Okay, I feel like maybe this message could be clarity for someone. I don't know, take it how it resonates for someone. It might not be for all, but for whoever it may be. In this Nine of Swords energy, they may be wanting to come in with a new way of communicating to you. Okay, again, I feel like trying to delay some sort of forward movement that you're trying to achieve. Okay, someone is coming in, I guess, being impulsive with this communication. Do take that how it may resonate for someone with this Knights of Swords in reverse. Okay. It could possibly be Emperor in reverse. Do take it how it resonates. Don't have to be. But I feel like this could be someone who is reckless. Okay. But this person also has been reminiscing, and this is why they want to come in with this communication. Okay, someone wants to come in and wants to play on, you know, the memories that you guys have or had. Okay, that's what I'm also getting. Wanting to renew the situation. Okay, wanting to renew some sort of love. Okay, wanting to renew some sort of reunion. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Want to come in with this new feeling after some sort of heartbreak. I mean, betrayal. Okay, so this is what I'm definitely getting. That someone wants to bring forth a new feeling for you. Okay, wants you to change your mind about how you feel about them. Take it how it resonates. Okay, again, this is a spiritually and intuitive message. Okay, I feel for someone. I feel like this is why Spirit was saying pay attention. So again, it could be in reverse again, that someone is not paying attention to the spiritual signs, okay, and intuition. Someone is not paying attention to their intuition is what I can also get with this. Again, someone wants to end something, okay, and or someone wants to end you not speaking to them, okay. That could be it as well. Somebody feels defeated. Someone feels lost. Okay, it could be that. Somebody could possibly wants to talk about the deep wounds. Okay, take that how it may resonate. But this is an ending, okay, to something, and it does reduce it down to a 1 for a beginning. Okay, but I do see here it says ultimate completion. Okay, final manifestation, results of the will, recognition, continuation, realization, and endings. So I don't know if someone wants to come in to continue some sort of mind games that they've been playing with you. Do take a high resonates for everyone. I do have the 8 of Swords here. Okay, that could be another form of mind game. Somebody wants to come in with some sort of negative thoughts. Okay, and no, want you to have some sort of negative thoughts, or want you to feel some sort of imprisonment or entrapment. Okay. Possibly somebody also may want you to come in, or may want to come in with this victim mentality. Okay. But I feel like this is going to bring forth some sort of unexpected delays, okay? Some sort of obstacles to some sort of long-term goals, okay? With this Three of Wands in reverse, I feel like it would be some sort of disharmony or disalignment or misalignment, okay? You may have been possibly working alone and or need to work alone in this very moment, okay? When it comes down to this Three of Pentacles in reverse, okay? I feel like this could be possibly some sort of mind game situation, okay? Because we have gotten a lot of clarity as far as clarity and mental. I just feel like it's tying in with this when it comes down to this pine tree, okay? When I was saying something about the pineal gland, okay? The illusions and someone planning and sending some sort of attention, okay? But we do have the Two of Swords in reverse, okay? It says information overload. So maybe someone coming in with this message, you know, reminiscing, okay, about you guys' happiness or what you had, right? There we go. Right? It could be a sort of information overload for you. Like it's just too much to think about. This is where I feel like that mind game, it could be coming in that, you know, or could be coming into play. Okay, it's going to have you feeling confused, okay, bringing some sort of confusion with this Two of Swords in reverse. That's how I feel, okay. Again, I feel like this could leave you in not knowing which direction to go in or procrastinating, okay, some sort of spiritual path that you're meant to be on and or supposed to be taking, okay, when it comes down to this Page of Wands in reverse is what I'm getting. Wow, look at this. We have the Magician in reverse. So again, someone is coming in with some sort of manipulations. Okay. Wow, narcissism. Wow. This is where that mind games is coming in. You know, many people that have learned about narcissism, you know, they do a lot of mind games, right? Play a lot of mind games. And I feel this is what Spirit was saying as far as you're not paying attention to the mind games and or you need to pay attention, okay? So I can also take this as an upright to pay attention, okay? Because if you're not paying attention, Spirit wants you to pay attention, okay? To whatever this person may be, you know, coming in planning with, you know, coming in with their plans and intentions, okay? Because someone is planning, okay? It's a poor planning, though, because we did, wow. Because we did get planning and setting intentions with the soul, right? So someone is in an energy of poor planning, okay? So we did get planning, setting intentions, optimism, okay? But with this magician in reverse, someone is definitely coming in with some sort of manipulation, but would coming in with some sort of poor planning. Okay? Someone who's insecure, so they kind of lack the confidence to even come in with the plans that they're trying to come in with this narcissism is an energy. Okay? Someone who may be in the energy of resisting to change when it comes down to this Six of Swords in reverse. Okay? But you're going through a personal transformation or transition. Okay? I feel like this person may feel like you have some sort of unfinished business, okay? Maybe they feel like they have some sort of unfinished business. I don't know when it comes down to this manipulation or their narcissism, whatever plan that they are trying to do. I feel like they feel like that plan is unfinished because they want a continuation with that when it comes down to that Ten of Swords that we have seen, right? Because it did say continuation, realization, right? So that's exactly what I'm getting, and I'm, you know, reading from this here. Someone who wants to cause some sort of emotional baggage, sorry, for someone. So basically playing on your mind and playing with your emotions is what I'm getting with this. Again, someone who is in the energy of jealousy with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? someone, you being you, who are in an energy of being of self-care. Okay, while you're being called to um be an energy of self-love, self-care, you focusing on the spiritual path and journey. Okay, after some sort of breakup is concerned, that whoever you may have let go or walked away from, or take it how it resonates, this narcissist, okay, is not wanting to let you go. It seems like they want to continue to come in and play these mind games with you, play on your emotions, to keep you stuck, to keep you stagnant, to keep you from delaying what it is that you're trying to accomplish here. That's what I'm getting with this message. I don't know who this message may be for, but it's a lot of this going around, so it could be for anyone, okay? I don't know if this could be someone who is in a lack of self-awareness, okay? Okay, someone who's ignoring the call. Maybe this narcissist may feel like they're being punished by you focusing on yourself, your self-care, your self-love, okay? That may have them feeling some sort of way. They may have them in the energy of self-loathing, okay? And possibly want you in the energy of self-doubt. Okay, doubting your decision to move forward, doubting your decision to just focus on yourself. Okay, do take it how it resonates. It's not going to resonate with everyone, so please use your discernments, okay? I feel like whoever this narcissist is could be in the energy of the Six of Wands in reverse with the egotism. A lot of narcissists are egotistic, okay? Again, someone who's in the energy of anger. Somebody, whoever this narcissist is, with the moth energy, okay, with the illusion and mystery and concealment, I feel like they're trying to hide how angry they are, okay? How frustrated they are that I guess their plan with you isn't working, okay? Or that it didn't come to some sort of completion. Maybe you have defeated this narcissist. They felt defeated, okay? That can also be that Ten of Swords energy. Okay, they felt defeated. Okay, but this is someone I feel like definitely wanted to cause some sort of delays. Okay, with this Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, wanted your energy to be scattered. It's a scattered energy. Wanted you be, okay, see? Okay. I didn't even call out the signs, but I will definitely go over them and shout them out at the end. But again, we have the Moon card in reverse. Okay, so someone who is insecure, someone who's coming in with some sort of misinterpretation. Okay, some sort of darkness. Wow. Again, repressing some sort of emotions. Okay, whatever the emotions may be towards you. Okay, it could be the insecurity that they may have. Okay, with this Strength in reverse. Wow. Okay. I feel like someone wants to come in, and or whoever this narcissist is wants to come in saying that there was some sort of misinterpretation here. But I feel like they're coming in with some sort of dark energy, okay? Some sort of, they want to cause some sort of inner confusion when you're trying to move forward for some sort of inner happiness, right? We got that with the Ten of Cups earlier for you. So I feel like being that you may possibly be in some sort of inner happiness, someone wants to reverse that and want you to have some sort of inner confusion with this mind games and trickery that these narcissists does and or do. Okay? Wow. Again, because they are insecure, they coming in with the low energy. Okay? But I feel like you have the inner strength, okay? And always being called to stay in this inner strength, okay? So we have inner happiness, inner strength, okay? with this moon card in reverse, we have the inner confusion. So again, they want to cause some sort of inner confusion, but Spirit is telling you to find your inner strength. Okay? Because with this King of Swords energy in reverse, this is that quiet power that you have. This is one of your powers. Wow. And we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay? With the Nine of Cups, again, this is the inner happiness. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. That's the first thing that caught my eye was inner happiness. Just like the Ten of Cups. Okay? So again, definitely I feel like you are being called. Everything is inner. So I feel like this is like a self transition, a self empowerment, a self spiritual journey after some sort of breakup. It gave with this inner strength. Okay? Because you have, look, inner truth also with this King of Swords in reverse. Okay? Because again, someone is coming in wanting to play on some sort of weakness that you may have had. Okay? And this is why I feel like you have the inner strength now. You have been building that for whatever, for yourself. And I feel like someone wants to break that down. This is why someone feels defeated, whoever this narcissist is. They want you to have a loss of emotional control, okay? And or they may have lost some sort of emotional control over you, okay? Do take that how it resonates. Somebody was in the energy of misuse of power, okay? Manipulation. But I feel like you know the truth. You know this inner truth. And you have this quiet power, okay, of inner strength. Someone doesn't like that. Someone in the energy of smugness, okay? I feel like it's a narcissist. Okay, maybe in that energy of smugness, like who said you can have inner peace, inner happiness, inner strength, and all of those things when I'm trying to break and tear you down? How dare you? So it's like making them feel defeated. It's making them feel angry in the inside. It's making them feel dissatisfied of the outcome because it's not working in the way that they would have liked it to work. Okay? Someone who could be in the energy of indulgence, okay? Materialism. Someone who lacks the inner joy, okay? Inner joy, but their joy is to see you hurt in some way, shape, or form, emotionally and mentally. Okay, this is what I'm getting with whoever this may be. I don't know if it's what is it called? A covert narcissist. That could be, in this reading. Because there are different kinds. Okay? But I feel like you are remaining strong with your inner peace and your inner happiness. Okay? I believe we have gotten that a few times here. Okay? I feel like I could keep going on. Whoever this narcissist is, I feel like they are resistant to change with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay? With them being in that energy of resistance to change, it's going to bring forth some sort of bad luck for them. Okay? But I feel like for you, you're breaking cycles. Okay? When you're staying strong and being committed to what it is that you're doing for yourself, the self-love, self-care, inner happiness, inner strength. Okay? This is you breaking cycles. Okay? This narcissist will not have control over you. No control. Whoever this narcissist has no control, but they will also have no control over you. Okay? Is what I'm getting here. Whoever this is, okay, is possessive, stingy. Okay, someone who overspends. Okay, someone who is greedy. But I feel like you're in an energy of self-protection. Okay, you're protecting your energy from this person. Okay? I feel like it's kind of repeating itself here when this comes down to this King of Wands energy. Someone who's impulsive. Okay? Wow, someone who's in the energy of emotional immaturity, insecurity, disappointment. Okay, creative blocks. Possibly they may have some sort of creative blocks and or want to block your creativity. Okay. Wow. Again, this could be someone who is bored. Okay, narcissists, they feel, when they feel bored, they need to find a target and or someone to have as their what is the word? I can't remember the word right now. I can't remember the word right now, but someone who wants you to feel stuck. Okay, wants you to feel stuck in your head, in your mind, your emotions. Okay, this is why I feel like someone is coming with these mind games. Okay, because they're bored. Hmm. Someone who feel like they lost an opportunity with you. Okay, with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Someone who feel like they missed a chance, okay, because of this sort of bad investment that they were trying to do, lack of planning and foresight. Um, I don't know, I just feel like someone who feel like they lost an opportunity with you, okay, someone who's missed a chance. Someone who had bad investments or was investing in other things that weren't good for them, okay? And I feel like maybe this is why they feel the way that they feel, because they see that you're moving forward into some sort of happiness, inner happiness, some sort of change, transformation, right? And knowing that they're not making those changes for themselves, they're not happy with themselves, is leaving them feeling some sort of way, okay? And they want to stop you, you know, from achieving what it is that you need to achieve. I don't know if they want to catch up to you. I don't know exactly where this person is really trying to go with it, but I'm really feeling like they're coming in with these illusions, okay? Because you have personal values and you're aligned. You are aligned with the Seven of Cups in reverse, okay? You are in alignment and have personal values, okay, when it comes down to you healing yourself and being an energy of self-love, self-care, inner happiness, inner strength. That is you, collective. And this person is just not there, okay? They have lack of purpose, okay? So that's why they want to come in with these illusions, okay? Diversions and confusions, okay? Wanting you to be overwhelmed by making a choice, okay? That's why they coming in with this illusions and playing these mind games and emotional games, so that you could be overwhelmed, okay, emotionally and mentally, from making a choice, the correct choice, okay? With you choosing your happiness, okay, with this Four of Cups in reverse, okay? This is that certain awareness that you may be getting with this message, okay? And you accepting this message here, take it how it resonate. But also this is you, I guess, checking in for some sort of realignment. And I feel like with you trying to see if you are in alignment or being realigned, I feel like the Seven of Swords in reverse has confirmed that you are indeed in alignment. Okay? And that you need to continue to probably be on this alignment, okay? To accept this, okay? You choosing happiness. You choosing isolation, okay? Or you choosing to isolate yourself with this Hermit in reverse. Okay, I feel like this is a good thing in a way, okay? Because you're isolating yourself so that you could be able to heal whatever it is that you're needing to heal, okay? And or work on what it is that you need to work on. While this person is feeling distance from you, okay? They might be feeling lonely, okay? But do take it how it resonates. Again, want to create some sort of delays, okay? Wanting you to have a lack of energy, wanting to weigh you down because they are bored. And that is a narcissist energy, okay? Whether they know it or not, with this Ace of Wands in reverse. Hmm. But I feel like you are moving towards this journey, okay, this beginning that you are in and or entering, okay, with the self-love, self-care, inner strength, inner happiness, okay, this is the journey that you were being called to go down. And I feel like this is something that you may have paid attention to, okay. So instead of you not paying attention to, and or maybe you may not have been paying attention to this, and you may have gained some sort of awareness possibly watching this video, and or through some sort of download and or sign of synchronicity, okay, that this is the path that you should be going down. Okay, so that if you're not in this energy of healing yourself, okay, self-love, self-care, inner strength, inner peace, that this is the path that you should be going down. So if you felt like you weren't aligned, then you are in an energy of needing to realign yourself for this sort of alignment. Okay, I can also take that as well. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave that here. So let's go into the closing messages for you guys and see what else it is that Spirit may need you to know when it comes down to this message. Okay, I didn't expect this message to be how it came out, you guys, but it is what it is, right? Okay, somebody may need to hear this. Somebody may be going through this. So, wow, Spirit, that is a lie. Okay. Wow, at the bottom of the deck, we have protect. Okay, I'm going to read this before I go pick up the rest of the cards. It says, you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place, okay? Okay. Wow. Underneath that, we have take the high road. And it says you're at an impasse within a relationship or situation. It's now time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. Underneath that, my God, Spirit. Okay, we have courageous heart. It says it takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown. Your heart knows the way. Trust it and let it lead you to your true destiny. Okay, look at this, guys. I didn't even get to the other cards yet. It says choice. Okay, it says you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition and eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. We have be present underneath the choice. Okay, it says you are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It is time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. Okay, and we do have to jump in reverse. Wow, so let's read it in the upright and see what it says. It says you're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. So I feel like with this is not the time to take any leaps of faith right now, okay? For someone, for whoever you may be, for whoever may be dealing with this situation, I feel like whoever this narcissist is that may be coming in a new way of communicating something to you, who's coming in with some sort of illusions and mind games and emotional games, okay? For you not to just jump in. Okay, for you not to take that chance because you are on a journey right now, in a self-healing journey, a spiritual journey for whoever you may be, and then you are being called to continue to do that. That's what I'm feeling when it comes down to this message. Okay? Let's see what the other cards were that had fell or fallen out. Let me see. Wow. So this is the top of the deck, you guys, that I'm looking at. Wow. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to show you what happened. So, let me see, how did that even come out? Let me put them in the order that I seen them. Okay. So this is the top of the deck, and I'm going to flip them over how I seen them. So I feel like with this journey that you're on, you're being called to see it through. Okay. This is what I'm getting with you. It says, you don't always finish what you start, and then so badly to yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through to the end, and then be proud of what you have accomplished. Okay, so that could be this healing journey. Maybe you always started this journey, the self-care journey, self-love, self-care journey, but always stopped, and then always talk bad about yourself, about how you should have kept going. I feel like this is what Spirit is telling you, to focus on this journey, to follow it through, to see it through. Okay, underneath that we have the warrior spirit. Okay, so it says relentless commitment to challenges, approaches life as a personal battle, here to master your forceful nature. So I feel like this is you who has gone through whatever you've been going through, okay? And this is why you're in the energy or journey for the self-love, self-care, okay? To bring forth some sort of balance, okay? Is what I had gotten after that. So I was like, wow. That's why I was like, wow. It says you're putting too much energy into something, creating lack somewhere else. Take action now to correct the situation or risk further imbalance, which could lead to undesired results. And I feel like that could be with yourself, okay? Take it how it may resonate. Okay, and underneath that, we did get the healing, okay? So I definitely was like, wow. I feel like that definitely ties in with this message for someone, whoever this may be, who has been dealing with this narcissist, okay? Or narcissistic energy. Because we all can have narcissist traits within us, okay? But I feel like for whoever this individual is that's in this narcissistic trait, maybe feeling some type of way, be that you're moving forward in some sort of healing energy, something that they possibly wasn't able to do for themselves, okay? Which has created some sort of blockages for them, okay? And maybe they feel like you can heal them because or wants to delay or stop you from going into yours because they're not able to go into theirs, okay? But you're in its energy of healing. It says your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart, okay? So I feel like this is you, collective. Okay, underneath that we have wisdom. Okay, so with the pay attention that came out in reverse, and I feel like it should have been in reverse, or maybe you are paying attention now with this sudden awareness that we have gotten within this message. Okay, that this is what you're being called to do, is to tap into your wisdom. Okay, so you have been here before and you know what to do, yet you fear disappointing others. The wise choice may not be the popular choice, but choose the highest good in this situation. So the popular choice may not, the popular choice that may not be so popular is you choosing you for your self-healing, okay? That could be it, because it's going to be the highest good in the situation. You are the highest good in the situation, okay? And or also for this person, I feel like with you going into your solitude, and because solitude came out, that was the ending, okay? With the hermit in reverse, we did get isolation, okay? So I feel like this is definitely connections. But I feel like with you going through your transformation or your spiritual journey and your spiritual phase, well, hopefully some way down the line, or encourage whoever this narcissist is that is connecting to you or is trying to connect to you, will want to do for themselves as well. So with you moving forward in this journey, they can be also learning from you as well. They might have to face that fact that that's what's going to be happening or could be happening, but they're just jealous at this moment. But then again, you could be going through this journey, could have them in this jealousy energy. And if that is the case, that is someone who is definitely is resisting to change and wants to just break you down and stop you on your journey and your path. This is something that you have to use your wisdom and discernment on, okay? You paying attention to that, okay, as well. So it says solitude, spending time alone is often what we need to hear the whispers of our soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so you can stand on your own in any situations. Okay, so that may be a message for whoever you may be. Okay, we do have the difficult road. Okay, it says spirit of perseverance, being prepared for great things, walking the hard path in life. Okay, that could be you. Okay, dealing with any type of narcissism or getting rid of narcissism traits or narcissistic traits is a difficult road for. I'm speaking to both parties here. Okay, you going through this difficult road with a narcissist, or a narcissist needing to get out of that narcissistic trait and go into their healing as well, is a difficult road. Okay, but this is something I feel like you both can achieve or persevere persevere through, but you have to be willing to do so. Okay, willing to be able to do the work is what I'm getting, what I'm hearing. Okay, someone has needed to reflect. Maybe this narcissist. Okay, whoever this person is, okay, and or you reflecting on the situation on what this narcissist is trying to do as they're trying to enter and or re-enter your energetic field, okay, trying to stop and or block you reflecting on that, okay, and or this narcissist who is coming in with that type of intention needs to stop and reflect on what it is that they're doing as well, okay. Take that how it may resonate. Okay, it says you're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to your soul's growth. Use it to deepen your understanding and intuition. Okay, we have open up also here. So I don't know how this could tie in with someone. Maybe you opening up, and or maybe the narcissist, whoever that may be, wants to open up, and that could be that way of communicating. But again, you're being also called to, that you can listen. I got a confirmation, silent confirmation, and you're also being called to pay attention to what it is that's being said, okay, from this narcissist. If they are trying to open up, maybe they feel some type of way. I don't know, take it how it may resonate. So maybe they want to change, but I do feel like you're being called to use your intuition to see past whatever illusions that it may have, that it may be. Okay, maybe someone wants to open up saying that it's hard for them to go through some sort of transformation, okay, that it's hard for them to do some sort of inner work, okay. Do take it how it resonates. So again, you being able to be on your journey can possibly help them start theirs. So I do see that, and this is where I see the soar comes in. But there was another card that fell. Let me see if I can see and or get it. Hold on one second. Oh, it's 2 extra cards, okay. Wow. Ooh. So I feel like before we even get to the sword energy, I feel like we have a victim mindset in reverse, okay. So you will not be in this victim mindset, because if this is was someone's plan that they were strategizing, okay, because that was the other card that fell out, okay, strategy and planning for you to be in some sort of victim mindset, okay, and or they may be strategizing and planning to come in with some sort of victim mindset, okay, but it's in reverse. So I feel like if that was a plan of someone's, it's not going to work. Yet you won't be in this victim mindset. You've been putting in the work. You've been working on yourself. So whatever it is that they've been trying to do is not going to work, okay? That's what I'm getting with this. Because you have that inner strength. We did get inner strength, right? So that was your quiet power. Okay, your quiet power is that inner strength. So they won't be able to mind FUCKU, okay? They won't be able to do it if that's what their strategy is, okay, and or was. So do take that how it resonates. And with that being said, is where this sword again will come in, because they have not succeed at their plan, if this is their plan, okay? And I feel like this possibly could be their plan. Someone is not everyone's situation, okay? Maybe there are different people. There are different situations where there is a narcissist or someone who wants to come out of that energy and wants to be able to transform. But even though I did get resistant to change a few times in this message, okay? But again, it's not going to be everyone's story, everyone's situation. There may be some that that are tired of their own shit, okay, and is looking to do some sort of transformation, but it's hard for them to do it. They don't know how to, okay. They want to be able to soar just like you, because they probably watch you do it, and or is watching you go through it, and is and could be empowered and or encouraged to do so themselves, okay, so they can match your energy. Again, different for everyone. Take it how it resonates. I said it for a reason. I guess it was for a reason, okay? But for this main message here, for whoever it is that is resisting to change, I feel like that is who wanted you in some sort of victim mindset, but it's not going to work, okay? And you're going to be energy of gaining your wings and soaring and continue to move forward on the spiritual journey that you're on, okay? Okay. It says you're being asked to stop dimming your own light. Period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. Okay, so again, this is why I also can say that could possibly be for someone who is in a narcissistic energy, who's in that energy of wanting to change because they see you going through that transformation, seeing you moving forward, doing what it is that you have to do for your self-care, self-love, inner happiness, inner peace, inner strength, and things of that nature. They want to be able to get that for themselves. Okay, again, someone could be jealous that they can't get that for themselves, and they're just resisting to do so. And it could be one that or for some where they want to be able to get that for themselves, because obviously they have made bad decisions and bad choices before, and the wheel hasn't turned in their favor. They have gotten outcomes that didn't work for them. Okay, so I will hope that they will have come to the conclusion that it's not working for them, and they find and or see or have ran into someone who is going through that spiritual journey and or phase and is being enlightened to that. Okay, but again, I feel like Spirit is telling you to use your discernments, okay, to protect your energy, banish that energy, because we do have that salt, okay, protection and banish, okay, negativity. And we did get the protect card, okay, to protect your energy. So I feel like, again, do take it how it resonates. So for whoever who may be coming in with this narcissism energy or narcissistic energy, and I just got to beep outside as confirmation that you are indeed in being called to protect your energy from these people so that they cannot delay you on your path and journey. Okay, if you were being realigned, you are now in alignment. Okay, that is the message that I'm getting for whoever may need to hear this. Okay, so I also feel like for these narcissists, even if they are trying to come in and wanting to take a page out of your book, I feel like you are being called to continue to move on with your journey and protect your energy from them. And once they go through their transformation and healing, I don't know, maybe possibly down the line after they have done the inner work and the inner the inner work, inner healings, that you will see some sort of change, and maybe possibly you guys can reconnect and or realign somewhere down the line. But as of right now in this message, I feel like you're being called to block out anybody with this negative energy, okay, so that they won't have the opportunity to mind FUCKU, okay, come in with some manipulations and or jealousy, because you are on the path and journey that you're needing to be on. Okay, so again, no matter who it is at this very moment, even if they need help, Spirit is telling you to focus on yourself, to do what it is that you need to do, and by you doing that, it will help them to begin their journey. And if it's meant to be, then it will be meant to be. Okay, I hope this message has helped anyone, someone who comes across this message. I did not intend it to be this long, but it is what it is. Okay, maybe someone needed to hear this. Okay, so I do hope this message has resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, and if it has, I ask that you like and or comment that down below so that I know. And I hope to see you all in the next message in our reading. I love you all. Take care, and Ashe.